the Nigerian member of the YALI network. YALI network, by the way, is cut across Africa. In Nigeria, we decided that beyond the online platform, beyond traveling to the United States of America for 6 weeks, beyond traveling across the country, West Africa, East Africa on the RLC, there's need for us to come together, synergize, and find solutions to our common problems in this nation. On account of that, different people came up with different initiatives. People have to bring ideas, other people key into it, and we all drive it together. We know that we are majority in this country. The youth population is majority. If we can convert this energy positively, we are sure that we are driving our nation to prosperity. And that's part of the effort of YALI Network across Nigeria. In the past 2 years, a lot of hope have come up. First was the YALI Network Abuja, led by Chidima Afocha, who is not here at the moment. Please, can we just clap for her? I wish she was here today. So this is what happened. She saw that there's need for every one of us to come together. So she called the first meeting of the YALI Network in Abuja. From that time till now, we've met every other month, and we've been able to do a lot. Let me move straight to the YALI ATS. We have done quite a bit of work on promoting anti-corruption messages, but we know that if our institutions and governments are transparent and accountable, corrupt practices will not be there. Even if it will be there, it will be much reduced, because I know that there's corruption virtually everywhere in the country. We want to see how we can promote proper ethics, why public officers or private organizations can go transparent and accountable. On account of that, members of the YALI Network across 25 states, where we have YALI Network hubs, came together to analyze the problem of each state. And we felt that it's not enough to just analyze problem. How can we provide youth-led solutions to this problem? So that's part of what the YALI Accountability and Transparency Summit stands for. We want to catalyze the strength of young people to provide solutions. We want to empower young Nigerians with skills, knowledge, and attitude relevant for communication and advocacy of democratic ideals. We want to establish strategies to better connect the YALI Network to local and state governments. We know that a lot of our people, our network members are doing a lot. So we want to connect the YALI Network members to some of these government structures. We want to help the government find solutions to the problem. We don't want to be part of the problem. We're actually trying to develop actionable tools that will assist young people in evaluating the transparency and accountability of our elected leaders. We want to be able to access the promises and platform of our political candidates. And by doing this, our expected outcome is to step down capacity training. In the course of this program, we're going to have a 3-day event. First is the conference on democracy, election, and good governance, which we're having today. The second day is the plenary session. We realize that beyond talking about problems and solutions, we want to encourage we want to use parliamentary idea to solve solutions. So we're having a plenary session tomorrow. We want to use diplomacy. We're not going to sit back and say, government, this is what you need to do. We will analyze the problem and we'll recommend. I think if the government takes this direction, we are going to achieve better results. We're not to dictate to the government, no, but we are to recommend. And we're not just going to make recommendations, we'll continue with continuous advocacy in this regard.
Delegates from various states throughout the country, and I hope you had a wonderful trip coming back to Abuja. I arrived in Nigeria last week, and my staff has kept me pretty busy because I haven't had much time to sleep. But I really look forward to working with each and every one of you and hope to visit your various states throughout my tenure here in Nigeria. As many of you know, Nigeria is the primary strategic partner of the United States on the African continent. As such, the development of your country is of great interest to my government. Part of the ways to realize this goal is to engage the youth by giving them the platform to contribute to the national discourse on a wide range of topics. It goes without saying that the YALI network is a group of young Nigerians who are not just talking, but are already turning that talk into action. That is why the U.S. Embassy is proud to support the summit in order to amplify your voices and make your work equally visible. We are in the midst of a very important election season in Nigeria, and the U.S. mission, in partnership with the YALI network, is putting together a campaign that will promote youth participation as well as peace and accountability during the forthcoming elections. Many of you have received our pre-launch email asking you to register to vote because your vote is your voice. It is my pleasure to let you know that the Naja Votes campaign will be formally launched on September 15th, which is the International Day of Democracy. Please look out for the launch email and participate in the campaign activities. I'd like to thank our friends at INEC, IRI, Budget, Ventures Platform, National Open University, and the Nigerian Universities Commission for supporting this summit with your technical and organizational resources. Like the popular African saying goes, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, you must go together. Thank you all, and enjoy the rest of the conference.
Today is the first day of the YALI Transparency and Accountability Summit. The summit is all about getting young people involved in governance. Research has shown that when government and institutions are not transparent and accountable, corruption increases. And corruption thrives when there's secrecy in a process of governance. So as members of the YALI network, we're saying that we're tired of the way things are in Nigeria, and we don't want to sit back and say we're tired. We want to proffer solutions. So in the past few weeks, young members of the network have been analyzing the problems of this country from state to state, and we have converged today to proffer the solutions. So we're not coming to say government will know better than you know. We have the responsibility as citizens to tell government, these are the challenges we recognize. This is what we are proposing as the solution to solve these problems. So it is a research-based work driven by young people. We have to make this country work. It's our responsibility as young people to do this. Yes, as part of this program, it's very timely because we want to encourage the government to be transparent in the election process. If we are going to maintain a good democracy in Nigeria, the electoral process will be transparent, and we'll call on the political parties, let them be transparent even from the primaries down to the election proper. And to the government, in the time in post-election litigations, we are saying that there should be transparency in this process. If people have come to challenge an election result, let that process be transparent. Government and individuals should be transparent and accountable to the people. That is what we are calling for. We don't want to see Nigeria go down on the path of corruption. No. Now is the time for us as young people to help our nation, to help the government achieve the true meaning of democracy. So far, like I said, all the states in Nigeria are represented here. After the analysis of problem and proposition of solutions, we are going to carry out a training on the third day, which is on Thursday. We are going to train these people so that they will go back to all the states of this country and keep training young people on how to propagate the ideas of democracy, good governance, and transparency. By the way, the YALI network is constituted of members, civil society, entrepreneurs, civil servants, and a whole lot of others. We have spent our personal resources to carry out some of these programs because we know that it is our nation. And YALI Network is an initiative of the U.S. government also. They are supporting us with resources to carry out some of our programs. because they identified that there are so many young people in Nigeria that are doing the right thing to help this nation grow. What we need is just a little more support, and we are doing amazingly well. Part of our plan, we've invited different level of government structures to be here to listen to what the people are saying and to listen to the proposed solutions. And at the end of this event, we are going to issue a comprehensive document which will be transmitted to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and to all the state government that this is a blueprint of the challenges and this is the way forward, driven by your own people. Because government is for the people, by the people. So we should be the one to help to say, hey, Mr. Government, you've done quite a bit, but I think these areas are pressing to us. Why don't you look at it? We want you to look at it. That's what we're talking about. Message to the youth, as members of YALI Network, is this: every youth of this country, take this seriously. There should be no violence. Irrespective of the person who approaches you with money, do not give in to violence. Never allow your votes to be bought. Because the moment we collect money for our vote, we have mortgaged our future for 4 years. And when we do that, our nation is on the brink of destruction. Our democracy is threatened.
Level. And also looking at myself as a woman and as a young person, I think there is need for me to actually go transparent in my work, in school, as well as the activities that I do at the community and every other thing. One thing I see this program changing the narrative in our country is the fact that for instance, I'm a delegate from Adamawa State, and I have a proposed plan on how to enhance transparency and accountability at the state level. So this plan is not just a narrative copied from wherever, the internet or so, but these are things that are coming from the community. These are things that are happening at the community and at the local government that we have sat together and come up with a solution, a roadmap on how to make sure that everybody is carried along and everything that is happening at the local government and at the state level in Adamawa State has a level of transparency and accountability to the people as well as to the government. This in turn will tend to reduce education illiteracy and also the security issues that is being faced by the state.
Yes, after this program, we intend to achieve in the next 1 year a more developed community and a more developed country in large, because each of the states representatives that are coming here are going back to their communities to make sure that their communities are well developed. We want the government to be more accountable, and with this, we'll have better development and better country. Regarding to the election, please get your PVC. That's one thing. Please get your PVC, because we know that just note at the back of the mind that your vote counts. Your votes really count. The youth need to stand up today to make sure that they elect the right leader into government, so that we'll stop complaining and get the right things done.
At First View Luxury Hotel, we offer excellent service. Our rooms have all the necessary facilities to make your stay comfortable and memorable. You will also have access to internet service, breakfast, 24-hour power supply, full air condition, free international calls, free tire pumping service, and free car battery charge. So what are you waiting for? Quickly visit First View Luxury Hotel. We are located at #1 Adeline Mishile off Raji Rasaki Road, First Estate, Amuwo, Odofin Start, Lagos. For more information or reservation, please call us on 080-7578-7135 or 080-9990-0601. You can also take advantage of our online ongoing promo at www.firstviewhotel.com to make your reservation and payment for your favorite room, which attracts a discount rate. Please note, rooms are reserved based on first come, first serve. First View Luxury Hotel. Experience the home of comfort. They come.